Bienvenidos, scarific fans across the globe, here at Game On Expo 2017 with Dr. PHILLIP AHN, who joined the Mortal Kombat franchise for my personal favorite entry in the series, playing Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 2. How has the convention been for you, sir?
It's been very fun. We've interacted not just with our fans, but some of our voiceover characters that I had never even thought of meeting before, so it's been fun.
Very cool. So a nice walk down memory lane of the experience?
Yeah, I mean, we've been reuniting for the last probably 5 years or so it's not totally nostalgic, but yeah, sure. And anytime we get together, it's great fun.
Excellent. So how old were you when you initially became involved with martial arts?
Oh, when I was like 6 in Korea, I took it for a little bit from my dad, who was an 8th degree black belt, but then I didn't start again until junior high, and I've been going since then.
Excellent. So what was the process like getting involved with this franchise? Extensive auditions, or did you know some people already involved, or how did it all go down?
No auditions at all. So when I was in med school, I would take study breaks sometimes and do some martial arts. And two of the guys that ended up doing some martial arts with me were Ho Sung and Ho Young Pak. And they became part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And so I finished my schooling and I was happy for them, but didn't think anything of it. And by coincidence, in 92 or 93, when I finished med school and I started residency in the Chicagoland area, I ran into Ho Sung, who played Liu Kang. He told me about this video game, and I didn't know much about video games back then. And he invited me to work out with him and his buddies from the game. And so I worked out with them, and before I knew it, Mortal Kombat was everywhere. And so they were about to film a sequel, and Daniel Pesina introduced me to John Tobias and Ed Boon, and they liked what I could do, and I fit the mold, so they asked me if I wanted to play Shang Tsung. So,
which was a total change of the character too, the de-aging and everything, and expanded powers and
more like you. Yeah.
A little bit, right? Yeah. Give me a few years.
Yeah.
Nice. So did you play the games at all then once you got involved, or?
Even though I played more video games after I was in one, I still didn't have, I was into my medical career. I finished my residency and then started a very busy medical practice. And so, I play here and there, but I'm not good. Anyway, little kids could beat me, even with my own character.
You have to prioritize, though, I imagine. I mean, video games versus helping save lives. I mean, it's a little bit different in the scheme of things. So we always like to end with a question about the horror genre. Now, Mortal Kombat was a fighting game that, unlike Street Fighter or one of its competitors, combined a lot of scary stuff into the storytelling. Do you have any memories of a horror film or a TV show or something maybe you saw as a kid or once you got a little bit older? Do you like the horror genre at all?
Sorry to tell you, but I don't really care for horror genre, but I do remember watching in the theaters when I was a kid, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I actually thought, this is exaggerated. It didn't really scare me. And then I've only seen one of the Friday the 13th ones, and I said, this is not scary. It's just exaggerated. So they don't scare me that much, but I'm not, at the same time, I don't follow it that much.
Yeah, well, I mean, horror is not for everybody, and I can imagine the average doctor sees some of the scariest real-life horrors. I mean, are you just like examining patients, or do you do surgical work or anything of that nature? Or?
No, just family medicine, which is just general medicine. Okay. But when you see it at work, it's not the same. It doesn't bother me at all. And so I could have gone into emergency medicine or even trauma surgery, but I just chose not to. I just wanted to do general medicine. Fortunately, you can't duplicate the violence that are in most video games, except just basic kicking and punching. And so my fans out there, please remember, it's fantasy. It's not reality. Just play the game and don't go out and duplicate it. Thank you.
Well, me and my brothers did a lot of kicking each other in the head after playing Mortal Kombat, but nonetheless, we weren't like tearing souls out or anything like that. So you can draw the line somewhere. Well, Dr. Ahn, thank you so very much for speaking with us today. It was a pleasure, sir. And until we come at you with more coverage here at the Game On Expo, stay scared.